Welcome everyone to Mr. and Mrs. Opinion Show. I'm Mr. Opinion, and right next to me is the famous Mrs. Opinion.
Good morning.
And today we'll be talking about brain power and how we take it for granted because we can't see it. It's inside of our skull, so it's a lot different than our body on the outside, where we see our arms and legs and everything, and we say, oh, we got to get in better shape or something like that. Our brain is hidden, so we can't really see it, so we forget about it.
So our brain is actually the conductor that causes us to move. And that's why it's important for us to keep it nice and sharp.
Yeah, it's like the big boss of our entire body. It calls all the shots. So throughout your day, try to remember, I should do a few things to sharpen the brain. For example, try something different. Try out maybe like a puzzle or something. If you're not into puzzles, just buy one. Try to put it together. That really sharpens the mind.
Exercise, walk, talk.
Just like today, we're doing our walk and talk. And the famous thing that you always say, walk, walk, walk.
Walk, walk, walk.
But yeah, exercise is one of the top ones. Also,
sleep.
That's a very good one right there. Make sure you get enough sleep. I know. I'll just talk about myself. I don't get enough sleep. I need to, but my schedule's kind of wacky, so I don't. But I'm working on it. We were just talking about that last night. Sleep. Make sure you get enough sleep.
And just like with the body, if you don't use it, you lose it. Just like muscle. If you're not working out, you start to lose muscle. Same with the brain. If you don't use your brain to keep it nice and sharp so that you can do these things, it will also start to become weak.
Yeah, it's exactly it. Use it or lose it. That's why I was talking about get yourself something like a puzzle, or maybe another thing is writing.
Yes, journaling.
Oh yeah, journaling. There you go.
Yeah.
Or even try to write your own book, a little mini book. That always helps.
Yeah, you don't have to write a book, but you can write about your daily experiences, and that helps with taking all that stress or your experiences and putting it onto paper. That way you could reflect on it, and then you could change things that you need to change that can make you a lot more happier.
Yeah, and happiness is a big one. Be spontaneous. I was just reading that makes the brain even more powerful, being spontaneous.
Traveling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you have to plan out your travels. You have to pack. You have to know what to pack for this trip. Depending on the weather, you want to make sure you take, either something warm or maybe a bathing suit.
And all that stuff is making your brain work.
Yeah, and you want to be able to know where you're going. Like you want to plan things like I want to take a hike or I want to go skydiving. So that all takes brain power.
Yeah, and brain power, you can extend it a little every day. And no telling what your limits are. You can do things that you never thought before that you can do. You can take your bike and go for a ride in different areas that you haven't been. That makes the brain work because now you're learning new directions, new places, new ways to turn your bike, right or left or straight forward or over a hill. It's the same thing when you're driving on that trip that you were talking about. You have to, now we have all this technology that tells us, we just put in a destination, but your brain is still working because it's looking for signs, looking for exits, looking for turns. So a trip is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, and it's kind of a scary thing to think about, but if you really think about what's going on in the world, AI will take over, and a lot of us will stop using our brains, because why do we need to think about stuff? Why do we need to plan stuff? We just need to like AI it and it will tell us what to do. So don't let that happen. Just keep using your brain. Like keep making it sharp so that you don't lose your sense of control.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about, control. Remember what I said, and this is all just our opinion. We're not doctors or anything like that, but we're just giving you reminders about something that's hidden away that we don't think about. The brain is the boss. It tells us what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. It controls everything.
Yeah. The brain is another organ that is in our body, just like your liver, your heart, and it's a system. And that brain is made up of neurons, fat, protein, water, and it controls how we perceive things. It's got neurons. It's always firing. And it tells us what we're seeing. Like right now I'm looking at a tree. And right now I'm walking. So it's telling my body to walk. It's also telling me that I can walk and I can talk and I can move my arms. So it is pretty powerful if you think about it. And how much do we use?
It used to be where I read that we only use like 3% of our brain, but now they're saying we use about 10%. I mean, there's a lot of different opinions out there. But just imagine if it is 10%, you still got 90% that we're not using. That's amazing.
We were thinking about, remember we were talking about like, so we've got some pretty smart people out there. Isaac Newton, Bill Gates, Einstein. We've got some really like famous physicists that are out there that there's a lot of smart people out there.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
So I just wonder, how much of the brain are they using?
I'm thinking, if now they're saying that we use 10%, I'm going to go with they're using about 20%.
That's a lot of brain power.
Either 20 or 25. But there's still so much to go. That's why we're telling you, sharpen the brain. Get it sharp. Make your mind work, like you were saying about the whole AI thing. Don't get caught up just sitting around clicking on a button and having AI do everything for you, because it will, and it's only going to get more powerful. But is it getting more powerful because the government wants it that way and they want us to dumb down? That's a question to ask yourself.
Yeah. So on that, we just want to get everything out. Learn how to make your brain more powerful, stronger, keep it sharp. One is exercise.
Food, we forgot to talk about that.
Yeah, well, you got to eat. You have to have a good diet.
You got to feed the brain. The brain loves good food.
Yeah, keep it hydrated. You want to do puzzles and crafts. You want to journal, write things down, get that stress out, stop depression. And
activities.
Exercise. That's one of the most important things, exercise.
Get to your hobbies. Don't forget all the important stuff. Anything that'll make the brain work. Anything that, just think of your brain. Just imagine your brain was a little cartoon and it jumped out of your skull. What things would the brain want to do? I think it'd want to exercise because it wants to get swole and buffed and fit, and it wants to eat right. So just remember those two things. And it wants to do all kinds of activities so it can stay sharp.
Yeah. And the last thing, it will want to sleep. So
after all that, for sure.
Yeah. So on that note, I hope everyone has a good afternoon, good weekend. It's going to be a scorcher out there. So stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, for sure. Stay hydrated, drink lots of water. If you find yourself a little tired and you have some time, take a power nap, just like we were talking about.
Yeah. On that note,
Remember what I always say, time waits for no one. Dream it, live it.
bye.